Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate one lesson from All About Spelling Level 2. My son has been working on this for a few weeks now. The first level goes over a lot of basic concepts, and this is our first year using All About Spelling. And so the first one or two lessons in Level 2, which is more his level for second grade, I had to take time on and really go over the concepts. So today we're on lesson 4, but we've really been working in the program more than 4 weeks. I've heard moms say that sometimes they do one lesson a week, and sometimes they slow down. Sometimes they can get in 2 lessons a week. You can kind of go at your own pace. And when you look at the instructor's guide, it's very self-explanatory as far as how you could do that, as far as how much time you need to spend on each lesson. So at the top, it'll tell you what your child is going to be learning. And so today we're going to learn about multi-syllable words and closed syllables. And at the top it'll show you you'll need key cards 3 and 7, word cards 21 through 30. And so in this box they send you, that comes with it, I have level 1 and level 2 because my kindergarten son is in level 1. And so it's very well organized. Everything is labeled. So it took me like 3 or 4 minutes before I started the lesson to just pull the key cards I needed for this lesson. And then that's it. So I'm pretty much done with the box. So before you start in the gray area, you pull what you need. Then we'll do a review of things we've already done. So we're going to start the lesson. Some things I'll show you exactly verbatim how we do them. And then some things I'll tell you now is the time when my son would write his dictated sentences, but I'm not going to have y'all sit through that. So the first thing we're going to do is review, and that is one of the key cards. Your key cards are your spelling rules, and so this is very different than what I've taught so far. He's in second grade, so these rules we're learning for the first time. I taught kindergarten and first grade and third grade. These rules I'm learning for the first time. And so the program is very thorough in that respect. So which letters are often doubled after a single vowel at the end of a one-syllable word? And so those are what? F, L, and S. At this point in the program, I'm learning with him, so I'm not expecting him to memorize everything. And so you go over a concept review now. So we're going to practice that. The letters, and it'll tell you in quotation marks. We use this rule in words such as stiff, smell, and class. So now we'll build those words. So stiff. Spell the word stiff using the letter tiles. And so if we're going to follow this rule, letters are doubled after a single vowel. Stiff. 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 Right, the word stiff. What letter would that start with? It's okay. Don't freak out about the camera. Good. Good. Now, the point of the rule is stiff. The
You
F
put
sound.
2 F's,
Right.
F's at the end of the word.
Right. Yeah, you put it on the spot. Good. Okay, so another word that would be an example of that is smell. S-M-E. And then we would put 2 L's at the end.
Because
Right.
there was a vowel before it.
Right, and this is a one-syllable word. So let's clap the syllables for stiff. Stiff. How many? 1. Smell. How many?
1.
1. Another example. Class. How many? 1. So in words with one syllable, one clap, that's how we know at the end they're going to have 2 of either F, L, or S. That's the most common times you do that. So put those letters back real quick. All right, so Now you'll move on to new teaching. It says spell multi-syllable words with 2 closed syllables. So today we're going to build multi-syllable words, so that's more than one clap, okay? And they tell you verbatim in the teacher's manual exactly what to say. If I know that he understands what syllable means, then I kind of move on. And so they give you a very, very thorough 4-box procedure for teaching how to do this. So the first word we're going to spell is publish. So first we're going to clap how many syllables? Ready? Publish. How many? 2. Multi-syllable means more than one. Okay, so we're going to spell one syllable at a time. Spell pub. Good. Now we're going to, over here, spell lish. Ish. Move it over and you can squeeze in the other letter. Okay, so let's read each syllable. The first.
Publish.
Good. So this is the first, this is the second. Good. Now push them together to make the word publish. So that is all about spelling's procedure for teaching multi-syllable words. And so we'd go on and they have limit, invent, admit, and dentist, and we'd practice those. In the interest of time, we're going to skip that. So key card 7, we have a new rule that we'll learn. Every syllable has at least one vowel, and we talked about this earlier. So every syllable has a red tile in it, so it has one vowel.
Can it have more than one red tile?
It totally could, yes, but today we're only working on ones that have one vowel in them.
Okay.
So they're going to have a short sound. Okay, so now we move on to our word cards. And so these are the practice, this is your spelling list, if you will. And so this is the spelling words that we will practice. And so every day, Monday through Friday, Monday we'd start and we would go through them and spell them on the board. Sometimes he wants to use a whiteboard or notebook paper, and I let him do that as well, just whatever we're more comfortable with. However, I do notice that when we use the tiles first, like Mondays and Tuesdays, he does much better than spelling them on the paper, even though the tiles are not his favorite thing. And these tiles all do come with the program too, obviously. And so then, at the back of each lesson in Level 2, they'll give you more words to practice that go along with the rules that you're learning that week. And then they have dictate phrases and dictated sentences. And we make sure to do at least 2 every day, which they recommend. And I've noticed a huge difference in his writing since doing that. I just use notebook paper and a pencil. And so the words in each sentence will reinforce the rule that they've learned this week. So, for example, Ted has a trumpet. Trumpet would be a 2-syllable word. And so he'd write those on notebook paper. So depending on how difficult the rules there are or how much I've prepared beforehand, I would say each lesson doesn't take more than like 10 or 12 minutes a day. And then come Friday, he's been doing well and can, remember the spellings and everything like that. And so that's about it. It's basic and straightforward. It's a lot of materials when you first sit down, but once you get through 1 or 2 lessons and you're used to the box of cards and picking out what you need, it's quick and simple, right? You like it?